Hi, this is Tom Meschery, and I'm hopefully talking to Janai Meschery's classes. And my daughter called me, and she said that some of you students had some questions about Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. Now, my understanding is that Janai read you a poem that I wrote for Al Attles at his memorial, and then afterwards the class discussion got into whether this 100-point game was a fake or whether it was for real. And my understanding in the internet right now, there are people talking about this being a fake, like it maybe on TikTok or on Instagram or X or one of those platforms. And I want to tell you that is absolutely bogus. And one of the reasons it's bogus is because I was there. I was on the game. I played with Wilt Chamberlain in that 100-point game that took place on March 2nd, 1962. So, but before we get into that, I want to just ask you guys a question. Let's say, for example, your father came home carrying his golf bag, and he walked into the living room, and you and your friends were hanging out, and he said to you, "Hey, guess what, kids? That par three on the 15th hole, I made a hole in one." And I wonder if somebody would say then, "But Dad, have you got any proof for that? I mean, do you have any video of that?" Well, it's awful kind of hard to do a video of a golf game, and I'm not sure how you do it, but I suspect you wouldn't do that because, for one reason, you trust your dad. And so it's a matter of trusting an eyewitness. And that's the point I'm trying to make, that you trust eyewitnesses, even if there isn't a video of it. But you, perhaps the three other people that were with your father would verify that. They obviously had to write it down for your dad to get that verification at the golf course. So I'm here as an eyewitness to Wilt scoring 100 points on March 2nd, 1962. Now, one of the reasons there wasn't a video was because this game was played in Hershey, Pennsylvania, instead of Philadelphia, which was the main city, and also because there were few New York Knicks reporters who wanted to travel from New York to this little town north of Philadelphia. So there weren't a lot of newspaper people around to do filming of any kind whatsoever. Now, there were 4,000 people in attendance in that game. Now, that's a long time ago, so my guess is that there's probably at least 1,000 that are probably still alive. So I ask you guys, would 1,000 eyewitnesses work? Would 1,000 eyewitnesses plus me be sufficient enough for you to believe that the 100-point game actually did exist? Wilt Chamberlain, kids, I'll tell you, Wilt Chamberlain was an amazing, amazing player. He was 7'1". He had an incredible body. He was an amazing athlete. He ran the 800-meter dash in college. He won NCAA championships with high jumping, and he might have, and his record of 50-plus points per game in 1961-62 is a record that I think probably is even going to be more difficult to surpass than the 100 points. It might very well be that at some point in the future, somebody will score more than 100 points, especially now with the three-point line. And so that is all I have to tell you. I hope that you guys have a great class and you go on to have a great discussion, and you have learned something from me, that you need to trust eyewitnesses. So Janai and your class, goodbye from Sacramento.